Hello everyone, this is Anam from Eden Plumbing, and today we're gonna go into a little bit more detail and a very small job. So I'm only gonna discuss the small jobs in the videos because the big jobs can become repetitive and lose concentration. As long as you guys can do a smaller job, a bigger job is pretty much the same. So in today I'm gonna go into sections. I'm gonna make four sections. I'm gonna go show you how to do the underground drainage. The next one will be how to do the wall plumbing. Third one would be how to do the ceiling. Fourth will be how to do the fixtures and combining everything together and coming up with the price. So these jobs, as long as you know the material, you can price it. Thing. I've done a couple of them. My estimate, just roughly without looking at this, would be around 1, 2. You're looking at around 9 to 10 thousand dollar worth of fixtures and piping. So around $5,000, 4,500 for fixtures, and you're looking at 1,500 for underground, so that's 6,000, 2,000 for the wall plumbing, the 7, 8,000, and then another 2,000 or 1,500 for upstairs. So 9,500. 9,500 is your labor cost. To do the job, it would cost me um, one, two, three, 4 days. Well, let's say 5 days for finishing a roughing and 2 days for finishing. That's six, 7 days contingency, 8 days, 8 days. So 8 days for three people would 6,400. So this job looks like $16,400. That is your piping and labor. Labor, I would assume it to be 80%. Um, because if I do 100%, it's gonna jump to this 16,400 will jump to 19,000 something. So, and I haven't included the profits. If I include the profit, I'm gonna put 25% uh, to see how much the number comes in. It's 20,400. That could be a little bit steep. If I do 20,000, it's 19,680. So my price is 19,680 plus 2,500, 2,250 for concrete cutting, $1,000 for excavation, 750 for reinforcement, 2,500 for this. So including concrete excavation, everything together, that's 2,600. The minimum I can do is 24,000. So 24,000 would be my price for this job. But let's see if I do it with the estimation, how would it be? Right, so this is just a rough estimation. Let's see how accurate we're gonna get to that number. This numbers are gonna be high, but this small. The problem with small jobs is if you just follow the drawings, you're competing with guys who are not following the drawings, who are doing what I just did, where so they would just use their own estimation method that works with their daily operations. So that's why it's very hard to compete with us when you have a smaller job, and that's why the software doesn't work for a smaller job. But let's see. Let's go ahead and see how we do it. Um, let's go ahead and let's start. I'm gonna put on. Oh, okay. No music for this time. Again, I'm gonna do the takeoff. Takeoff would be since it's underground. I'm gonna use inside pipe. Oh, I don't have it, so I'm gonna go here. Go to specs. Delete all these, and then paste it because I did that recently. Now I go for my underground. It says connect to existing, everything connects to here. So there's a pipe that's going here, probably there's a clean out. I'm going to assume there's a pipe, so I'm going to put scale is inch and a quarter. I saw it earlier. Let me confirm it. Let me confirm this. 1.8, 1.7. So we're good. We're not 3 feet or 6 feet or something. So the scale is right. Let's continue. 4 inch coupling, 4 inch coupling, 4 inch Y, a 4 inch Y to bring it up, 4 inch SDR, street 45, street 45. Now I need another 4 inch Y for the vertical side, another street 45, um, 45 here. A clean out because you're raising it. Yes, so the clean out should be here. You have a 45 here. This pipe can go this way. Here's another 45 going that way. I'm going to start this line first and I'm going to see how this is. It's a three pretty common that we use all the time. So we are going to do this properly now. So I'm going to put a 4 inch Y here. And then I'm going to, you know what? I'll do it exactly that way. The venting works. They would allow me to do that. So there's nothing we're going to do. So 4 inch Y, 4 inch 45. I'm going to put a 4 inch strap, 4 by 3 inch strap adapter reducer here. Everything becomes 3 inch, 3 inch Y here, 3 inch 45 here, inch and a half, 3 inch 90 here. Now riser, because we're going to raise it up 2 feet. I'm going to raise it 2 feet. And then I'm going to put a toilet flange. And that completes my toilet. Now I'm going this way to my floor drain. Remember, we have to do venting as well, but this way the design the engineer did sort of works for us, so we don't have no problem to do that. Now we do this, 3 inch, 3 by 2 inch Y. I'm gonna keep a 45 here just in case if we needed a riser, another floor drain, 3 inch, right? I'm gonna verify this is 3 inch, and yeah, I can verify with the number that's here. So when I put, but it only comes in when I put my, so that's good. Now I continue with my 3 inch. I put a 3 by 2 inch Y here because I gotta keep the clean out the same way as that. 3 inch clean out, 3 inch street 45. Where is the street 45? Oh, street 45 is right here. Street 45, 3 inch riser for the clean out, 2 inch clean out, 4 inch for 3 inch clean out. That gets it in. Now that was 2 inch. So I make it 2 inch. Start connecting 2 inch to this here. Let me delete this one because we needed the pipe. Pipe is there. 2 inch Y, 2 inch riser, and this I leave it for here. You know what I'm gonna do? Yeah. So this is perfect. Now I move to this one, and let's see what this is. This is a mop sink. So we already know what a mop sink is, right? 4 inch, 4 inch Y, 4 by 3 inch reducer, because every time you connect SDR pipe, I don't know if you know that, no notice, but this is the specs we are using, right? So this is very important. This is the specs we're using, and this is your system 15 SDR pipe, which is 4 inch and above. This is your ABS pipe, which is saying that any pipe that is less than 3 inches will use ABS. Any pipe that's less than 4 inches, we're gonna use SDR. You know what I'm gonna do? To make it easier for you guys, I'm gonna, let me see, how did I do that? I did it before. No, no, there was something. Uh, oh yeah, no, that was a complete package. I don't want to change the complete package. I want to have two separate colors. Anyways, I'm trying to do the color. I'll figure that out as I don't have color code. Anyway, so if it's 3 inches and less is ABS. If it's 4 inches and higher, or it's a system, SDR pipe. So therefore, when you're changing this pipe, how are you going to connect them, right? So that's the most important question. So when you come across pipe changes and stuff, you need to use a special fitting, right? So that's what I used over here, right? It's 4 by 3 inch. We call it 4 inch SDR to 3 inch ABS adapter. So it's 4 inch SDR conversion to 3 inch, and it's an adapter. Adapter which is adapter. So, anyways, a lot of plumbers in the field would know this. This is more important for the person who is an estimator, who this information is not shown to you over here. So this is very valuable for that. So, anyways, this is 4 by 3 inch. We added over here. Now 3 inches come in here. All of a sudden, you will see that it'll start accepting 3 inches here. The minute I take this off, let's say I just take this off, and this is a 4 inch pipe. The minute I put 4 inches, it's gonna start accepting me, right? They're accepting me. But the minute I put 3 inches, it should not accept me. You see, it's not accepting me here. But the minute I go 4 and this, so this sort of really helps, right? Now if I do, watch, beautiful. So it's a mob sink, it's not a floor drain, so it just a pipe just sticks up, and that's pretty much it. In the next videos, I'm gonna compile a lot of on-site examples, so you will be able to have better thing. Now you can see that I never put a vent for this one. I put a vent for this one as this was wet vented. That's why if you notice, this is a 2 inch line, right? If you see, if you look over here, it's a 2 inch line. This is gonna be a 3 inch. This is gonna be 3 inch. This is 3 inch. So basically, I wet vented, flowed into this. But when I do this, I'm not wet venting anything. Yes, I can use a circuit vent, but there's no space for circuit vent. So what am I gonna do? So what I can do is, actually, you know what? There is a vent over here, but to be honest, I never did it, so I don't know if I'm allowed to use that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look for a sink nearby to see if I can wet vent that. If I don't see a sink nearby here, I don't really see. I see this sink here, but it's upstream. This drain, I have no idea what they're trying to do with this drain. They didn't even connect it to anywhere. So like literally no idea what they want to do. Are they gonna bring it from here? Then we have to connect it from this side. If this was downstream of the grease trap, beautiful. I just bring a 2 inch pipe up and connect it here and here. There's gonna be lots of pipe here, so this idea is not gonna work. What I'm gonna do is I am just going to keep it simple, and I'm going to just put a wet. I'm just gonna cover myself by a what do you call it? Back, just a fixture vent, individual vent vent. That's the term, individual vent vent. Gotta revise my code book. You get your 2 inch, inch and a half, right? Inch and a half, 45 to make his thing. Now I can put a 45 here. So this is what it does, and then I can just put a pipe straight up into this pipe right here. I can move it a little bit here to make it easier, right? And inch and a half, 90. Since I am bringing my pipes from that area, afterwards when I do the other ones you will remember. So I'll tell you, I'm gonna mark this. Why it's important to mark this, you will know in my next video when I do the wall plumbing. So, and I also have to mark, these are the areas that I'm marking where the pipes are sticking out. That's all I'm doing. So 2 areas we have done that, we have marked it. We have 2 inch pipe here, we should have an inch and a half pipe here, and then after that I need to have a riser, so I'll put 2 feet riser. Oh, 2 feet, not 21 feet. This is done. I continue here. Now in this drawing, you will see a grease trap, but a grease trap does not just simply have that. It has a lot more things in there. So we're gonna put a 4 inch Y, right? And then we're gonna connect this is it didn't pick it up from here. Why didn't it pick up? What did I do here? It's a 4 inch Y, so I did the right job. That's fine. the rule is you gotta put a clean out, which they show you, and a vent upstream and downstream of the heater. They both have the clean outs here, but they don't have the vents here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some vents. Now I'm gonna look for a closed by wall when I look for vents. Now I can put a vent here, this is closed, but I would like to put it here. Why? Because then this is here, so I can connect all this in here. Even if this wasn't here, why did I bring it here? The reason is I will always choose a wall where there is a sink. You have a sink here, you have a sink here. A sink plumbing looks similar to, for example, I'll just open one of the other jobs just so that I'll just show you because I should make more of these elevation drawings, you understand? So this is something like a sink, right? You have a sink here, you have a vent going up, you have another sink here, you have a vent going up. You can see this is a washing machine, this is a trap, this is called a trap arm, any pipe. Well, now we're going to plumbing. But long story short, anytime you have a sink, you have vents that go up. So I don't, so if I put another vent from here, I can just connect it. For example, I can just connect it like that to this, or I can just go and connect it up there, right? So these are really good areas to focus on when we are trying to do um, wet venting, or when we are trying to bring vents for the other fixtures. And this is a very cost-effective way to do it. So I'm going to come back here and this is a 4-inch pipe. So I'm gonna now go and do this actually, it's a 4-inch pipe. Yeah, actually they have a 4-inch thing. So 4-inch wide, 4-inch by 2-inch. I'm gonna keep it 2-inch. Why do I do keep it 2-inch? Yeah, some inspect there was 100 gallon, so I'll keep it inch and a half. That's fine. Inch and a half. Now it's inch and a half. Now I go to inch and a half. Now I use a street 90, street 45 to angle that fitting there. Now it's angled. I use another 45 to make it horizontal. And then I use a pipe this way and then this way. And then I put a 90. Come on, man, come on, come on. 90 and a riser for 2-inch. And since I was again coming in the wall, I go this way. Beautiful. Now I'm going to continue to this way over here. And this is where so I have a vent now and I have a cleaner. And then I just keep continue with this with my piping, and that's done. I copy and paste this similar thing over here, and this covers all this. For this one, I'm just gonna put a 4-inch Y, a 4-inch Y like this, a 4 by 3 inch I'll bring a 3-inch pipe up because by experience I know it's 3 inch. And guys, like I said, very soon I will be making up a charts and I'll be making up some more videos where I will tell you how to choose a size for what, and I'll go into details and codes and stuff like that. But it will help you make that decision when you guys do this estimation. So for now, just bear with me, and there's a lot more to catch on. So slowly and slowly, we're gonna go into more details in it, right? But this is how it's done, and that's how I do it. It helps me a lot. So anyway, so this is a 4 by 2. It's in here. It's up, and we leave it to that. Now we keep going backward, and when I see, so for example, if this was in here, if I'm going to assume that, shouldn't assume it, but it's a small job. It really doesn't matter to take a risk. We're gonna call this owner, client for this information. He won't have that. So trust me, you're not gonna win anything. You just have to assume at this point. If it was a bigger thing, you send an RFI. It's a small job. They don't even care. They don't even know what RFI is. Some of the contractors that we work with. So, anyways, so that is in. Why I didn't need a 3-inch. I'm gonna go back. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna show you something else. So, for example, this is 3-inch. This is a 3-inch pipe, 3-inch rise, right? But let's say you don't want to put 3-inch. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna change this. So let's say, for example, I change this to a 3 by 2 inch wide, right? And you did all this work, and somebody says to you, no, 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 it's supposed to be all thing. So instead of changing everything, you can just go here and you can say size. You can say a 3-inch. I want to make it to 2-inch, and boom, everything becomes 2-inch. This is a very small example, but if it was a big job, you could have done that. You could have done that. Here's another way of doing this, 2 inches. So it's very nice software. If you did a lot of work, it will help you save it. But let's come back to this. So 4 inch here. Uh, hmm, I can do this 4 inch. I can do this 2 inch. The code for float in is you can keep a float in as long as it's bigger than 2 inches. A lot of inspectors don't like 2 inches, but they can get away with 3 inches. But the problem is 3 inches more pipe, and it's more expensive pipe. Can you imagine that? So why would I use expensive pipe? I'll use a pipe that will make my inspector happy, a client happy, and it's cheaper. So hence it's 4 inch for now. 4 inch floor drain, and that's done. Now I come back clean out 145, one street 45, 190, and one clean out. Beautiful. How do you like it, guys? So far good? Okay. So now, again, this fiber is coming up. So it's marked. This fiber is coming up. It's marked. Where is the vent for this one? You know what I can do? This is what I'm going to do. I didn't think of the vent for this one. So this one's gone. This 4 by 2 inch is gone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a vent from here. So if they had another fixture here, I couldn't take my Y from here, but there's nothing behind it. Clean out is not called a fixture, just an opening. There is no more fixture upstream of this trap, so I can even use it here. This part, technically, this part also becomes this part. But the minute I put a fixture here, this part is branch drain. This part is fixture drain. This part becomes branch drain. So that's why we are not gonna get into that now, but I will, because of that, what I understand, I'm gonna go here 4 inch, 4 by 2 inch, and I'm gonna try to wet vent this flow drain with this pipe here. So I'm gonna add another 45 and beautiful. So now so this is what I did. With this software, not only did I estimated the job, but I also did a material takeoff. That's why it's worth it to do a little bit detail and a little bit go ahead with the design. You can simply just follow this thing and add 10% and that's fine. But then if you do get the job for the material takeoff, you have to redo everything again. So that's why I like to do one thing and I like to be more accurate. Guys, chapter one for this one is completed, and let's go ahead and do video number two in a bit. See you in 5 minutes. Hello, everyone. Okay, so this is part two, where I'm going to be showing you the wall plumbing for this job. This is the underground that we have done. I'm just going to verify my markers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna see if is it only five we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, five. So now we're gonna start the wall plumbing. The wall plumbing we're gonna go and use system 15 pipe. Um, you don't really need to use system 15. You can use ABS. But I like to use System 15 for my commercial jobs. That's what the City of Toronto always asks you to do. You can get into trouble with some inspectors if you don't. But you can get away if you really wanna. If you really know what you're doing, you can get it away. We like to try System 15 and then see what we can get. So we are always covered. So this is pretty simple. For a wall plumbing, I'm just gonna use a coupling. It's a 2 inch pipe there. I know it's a wet vent. This is coupling, 2 inch riser. So this is pipe coming from the ground. Now I'm gonna use a T for my thing, but I'm going to reduce it from the top. So it's going to come out 2 by inch and a half by inch and a half, inch and a half coming to the sink. This, in case if my drain, if my, I don't want to break all this and I can just go straight up here, I might also use a 90. So I'll use a 90, have this vertical pipe in case if I don't want to break all this and just bring it up from here, right? So I'll use a 90, and then I'll use, no, see, you can use a 2 inch 90. So we have to use inch and a half 90. So inch and a half 90 here in case I'm gonna flip this. whole thing is this way. Yeah, this makes more sense. And then a test cap, um, and then a pipe a little bit here. But this pipe that's here, usually I cover it in my riser. So I'm going to give a 8 feet inch and a half riser. That will pretty much cover it. 8 feet inch and a half riser. And then I'm going to give a coupling for top because on top I'm going to change it to XFR. So that was pretty straightforward. That's what I'm going to use. The same one I'm going to use over here. Actually, you know what I'll use? Yeah, I'll just use that because I can be precise for this one. This is pretty straightforward. This one, I have to cut the concrete for that. So I'm not going to be picky on that one. So I've done that. Now what do I do? Should I bring the pipe this way or that way? You know what? I'm gonna bring everything on this way. So that's how I designed. I'm gonna bring all these little lines over here. So this is what? This is the wet vent for this. So it's an inch and a half pipe coming here. I know that if I go in my previous one, I can find the pipe size of this one, and it will tell you over here. Look over here. So if I click on it, it's inch and a half over there. So that's how I know it's inch and a half. I'm gonna remove that. Continue with my work. Is inch and a half coupling, but this is gonna be, I'm gonna take this off, is inch and a half coupling, 8 feet riser, inch and a half coupling here. No, actually, you know what? Not 8 feet riser, just 4 feet riser. Why 4 feet? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you 4 feet riser because it's in the same wall. Coupling and a 4 feet riser. This is again vent for your grease trap. I know that. So here again, this, copy paste, done. 4 feet riser connected. This one is inlet riser, same thing. So now what do? I put a 90, I put a T because I'm connecting. I'm gonna go like this by the way. So I'm gonna go like that, right? So 90, bring it here, T, extending another T, and then another T. Yeah. And now all this piping, all this red line that you saw, now those all go away because what we did is I'll show you. Okay, so these are all away. Now we have one pipe coming up over here and only one pipe coming up here. So I'm going to put this right here. And now all my wall plumbing is finished for venting only, no wall plumbing for drainage only, not wall plumbing for the water lines. Now I'm going to go here and I'm going to start venting for the ceiling. And this is going to be in part 3. So I'm going to pretend I ended the video and start again. So guys, this is your third video for your estimation for this small job that we're doing right now. We didn't get the job yet, but we're pricing it. In my first part 1 and part 2, I've shown you how to do the underground, how to do the sanitary wall plumbing. We still have to continue to do this wall plumbing for the water line, but we're gonna go, we always do sanitary first and then water line afterwards. So I'm going to continue and do the ceiling plumbing. So now you can see that why I have these 2 marks, because these are 2 marks that I need to connect to. So where am I going to take this? You know what? I'm going to take it in the middle somewhere. So I'm going to, this is inch and a half pipe. I'm going to bring this inch and a half pipe. I can design it anyway, right? I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna do it this way. Okay, bring it out here. This one, bring it out here. Bring it out here, and then connect it back with 2 by inch and a half by inch and a half. So now I'm gonna start giving fittings. First of all, it's couplings everywhere. Coupling and coupling. 2 inch riser, 2 inch riser, 90, 90, 90, 90, sorry, 90, 90, no 90 here, actually 90 there too, yeah, 2 inch and a half by inch and a half. I bring it a little bit height difference, 2 inch and a half by inch and a half connected here. I'll give another 2 inch offsets for 2 inch pipes, so I have some fittings. I'll add a couple of 45s for 2 inch, two of them, and I'll add 645s for inch and a half for contingencies, right, left, blah, blah, whatever, right? And then I'm going to put a 2 inch riser for two, and 3-inch riser for 3, and then convert reducer. Because when you terminate outside, you have to use a 3-inch pipe. So that's why you're seeing all this, right? So now our venting is also finished. Now we're gonna go and we're gonna start part 4 of the video, which is basically water line for this job, right? So the water line for this job is going to be cold opener, right? Did I use opener too? Yes, I'm going to use opener cold, cold, cold. No, just said cold actually. Whenever you use opener cold. For now, this doesn't really matter. So this is gone. Now I'm going to study the water line. So study the water line. You look for where the water line starts. It starts here. Approximate location of this 1-inch whole water pipe mechanical conductor verifies. Telling it's here, it's giving you a shutter valve, telling you there's no water mixing valve, whatever. After that, just go and do your thing. It says BF, that's barrier free, the water closet, the water washroom. What size? It say 1-inch. So I'm going to start with 1-inch. I already has a valve. I'm going to put a coupling here, and then I'm going to go ahead, and it's a 3/4 inch here, 3/4 inch going to somewhere. I don't even know where. Where is my water meter? Water meter is right here. Hot water is here. So this area is always tricky because everything's connected. But I'm gonna try to make sure I take 1-inch line and distribute 3 by 3/4 by 3/4 from there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take 1 by 3/4 here, 1 by 3/4 here. No, no. For the second one, 1 by 3/4 by 3/4, 1 by 3/4 by 3/4. And then when I go to 3/4 side, I'm going to take a reducer. Where is the reducer? Right here, right here. Reducer is going to be for this side, 1/2 inch. Take 1/2 inch line. I'm going to take a 90, 90, another 90 for down, another PEX valve for down for later, another plugs for now. And this is the typical thing that I'll be using for a lot of things. So I'm going to copy it, paste it, and keep it ready. Then what I do is I go back this way. No, I gotta finish the water heater. So 3/4 was going into the water heater. I'm gonna put a 90. I'm gonna put another 90 just so they bring it here. I'm gonna do a female adapter because that's what I need to connect it. And then I'm gonna use a shuttle valve for cold side. So that's where I need to connect it. Whatever the small pipe is going in there. So that's done. Water heater is done. I have another way to connect water heater, which is by using this water assembly. But I'll just keep it. I won't use it. I'm just showing you how to do it manually now. Okay. Now you get more control manually. Little bit more work, but more control. Water heater is done. This is done. Now I'm gonna come here. You know what I can do? I can just extend this pipe here, so I don't need to take it from it. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go here, put a T here, put a T here, and then take this pipe here, and I'm gonna 90, 90, 90. Delete one of this pipe because we don't need 3. Put another plug here, put another PEX valve here, and I'm good to go. So this washroom is done. I will eliminate this line right here. I'm gonna eliminate that. I could have done it, really doesn't matter. I'm gonna continue 1 by 3/4. Why is it instead of quarter? No, it's already 3/4. It's already 3/4. 3/4, 3/4 by half, reducing T. It's right here, 3/4 by half. Beautiful. I got one. I got another one. Now I'm going to do 3/4 by half, half, right? I can give 2 sinks half, which is not a big deal. So 3/4 by half, half. This right here, 1/2 inch 90, 90, 90. Drop it. Same thing, drop it, and just extend this and drop it. So beautiful. That's how your hot line, cold line is done. Now we're gonna do hot line. So I go back here, I use opener. I've shown in my previous video how you can change the colors and stuff like that. If you need help, send me a comment and I will let you know. In here, I'm gonna now start with the hot side. So I'm gonna again start with the female adapter, start with 90 up, another 90 in case you want to go right left, just as a contingency. Here, extend this pipe here, doesn't matter. So this is only half inch going this way, 3/4. So I'll go 3/4 by half by 3/4. That's what we need. 3/4 by half by 3/4. Right here. Boom. Half inch will go that way. You will see it'll start picking up. Beautiful. 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 Here and beautiful. That's done. Right? Now going this way, what happened? Go here. 3/4 by half works. No, no. 3/4 by half first. 3/4 by half. Give you this one. Then 3/4 by half. Give you this one. And half inch 90. Go here, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. Connect this to this, connect this to this, and what do you know, sir? Your hot water is done. Now, fifth thing we make is always is fixtures. So I can use any, like I said, or multiple times. Fixture doesn't really matter which one I choose, right? I go here. Now you can see blue is cold, red is hot, green is your underground drainage, and your wall plumbing that is inch and a half, 3 inch, and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna change the color of system 15 pipe. Yeah. Okay, I can edit it completely, right? I go here and I can change this to, what do I change it to? Some nasty, this weird color, right? And now when I do that, and if I go here, you will see that that pipe that was right here will become some next color. You can see the color changed. I like that. I like that. Okay. Okay. And the venting again is same. Oh my God. You know what? I can change the color for the venting too. That's what I'm gonna do. Except for change the color for the venting. Edit. Everything is green. Like what's going on over here? Red. No. Red was for the thing. It's gonna get confusing. Let's do something. I don't have much color option. What is this? I'm gonna use purple, and I'm gonna give it less transparency. Let's see. You will see it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. Some nice color painting. Some colorful drawings here. What? What? Recalculate. Calculate. Calculate. Now if I look at it, yes, you can see everything is just beautiful. Nice colors. Delete all. Let's focus on fixtures. WC. Again, like I said, I'm not sure what the thing is for this type of job. I'm gonna check afterwards, but right now, for the sake of this video, I'm gonna say WC and go ahead and do it. L again, it's L. So I'm gonna go for lab. I'm gonna go fixtures first, lab, and I'm gonna change it to L, and that gives me this, right? A Lucerne probably. Water heater is in the equipment, it's 30-gallon electrical. I've checked the specs for this one, so it's pretty straightforward. Then I go down here and I go for the grease trap. I should see it in this 50-gallon here. They don't give me the size for that, so that's why it's an issue here, but that's okay. Then I'll go back here in the fixture and I'll write mop sink. That will cover me this one here. I will then do hand sinks. I will just click like this and write hand sinks, and this will help me cover this and this. And then what I need is a triple compartment sink, which is this. This covers this. I look from the far to make sure my hot side, cold side, all the fixtures are done, plus my equipments are done. Everything is done. Now I'm going to come here. I'm going to recalculate this. all section. It shows me my material cost is this much minus my excavation, which is 600 something. So my material cost is pretty much 2500, which I said was 45. So that was higher there for me. For my labor, it's a small job. I'm going to use 130 because in a big job, you run fast and you get efficient. Small job, you don't really get efficient. So you got to go for the 100% for your labor there. If I go to this workbook and write, let me check if I'm reading. Yeah, if I go to this workbook and write reshape, that's the name of this thing there. Let it open in the meantime, and this is opening. Let's give this a chance to check the specs. Now, what I'm looking for a plumbing information. So, see, it's opening this. It's giving me a lot of trouble. We're gonna wait for it. I'm gonna put it on pause. So there were three drawings here. In the first drawing, I managed to find it. So I'll show you. We go whenever we do the estimate, we do the takeoff. We actually have to read this first. But since it was a smaller one, I knew what it was, so it didn't. But as a habit, you read this first, so you know what material you're gonna take off. Okay, so let's go ahead and read this. That's important. So has to be by plumbing code. Vent water line, venting waste and water line is required. Pretty standard. These are all standard things that they add and pretty much copy pasted for all the jobs, right? Provide curves, mount. This is not important. Water line should be type L copper. This is important. Use 50/50 and 95 this for drain. All piping should be comply with this. Oh, so here they said you're supposed to use copper pipe. Nobody uses copper pipe for a job like this, right? So you gotta make sure you write it down. You always price for smaller jobs. You always price for not copper because it's gonna be a waste of time. I've done that. You supply for vegetable plastic and then you let them know that this is what you're using. Another thing what they did is all piping must comply with this. So I'm pretty sure that PEX piping that we use complies with this. You can get away with that. But they always write PEX for the small job here. They haven't. So just want to let you know that make sure we're okay with this sanitary and all that stuff. Vent pipe, caster and MJ. No PVC piping is allowed above grade when we copper piping. So this consultant is extremely strict, right? First he says that, and then look what he says afterwards. No PVC piping is allowed above grade. Branch vents may be copper pipe. Sanitary vents 3 inches condenser line may be hot tempered copper drainage tube, which is really, really expensive stuff. All metal sections for rainwater leaders and roof drains shall be insulated with half-inch thermal insulation with vapor barrier. CSD approved ABS and PVC can be used below ground. So pretty much straight up, you can't use anything above ground. Okay, well, we're gonna let the GC know, uh, and I'll show you how we can change the pricing and everything for that. All fixture pricing and the fixture shall be chrome. This. All piping shall be packed apart. So, important thing what you need to do is we need to find out what the consultant wants for the piping. We saw what they want over there. We're gonna make sure everything is correct. Plumbing, venting, it's important. I'm okay. Insulation, if I'm using PEX, I don't need insulation. Again, you mentioned that in your script. We're going to show you how we prepare that in our next video. I'll make it an extension of this specific one. I'll use this job as an example. Cleanouts, line cleanouts, stack cleanouts, primers, water hammer resters, pretty much standard stuff, not big deal. They're telling you that the grease type that they want is 50 gallon. That's what they're expecting. It's too big for a typical apartment sink, but if that's what they want, we're going to price it that way and let the GC know that there's alternatives for this. Plumbing fixtures, what they want, pressure assisted, elongated, low consumption one. So they want a pressure assisted toilet and it's going to be a tank one. So those ones come for around 550, $600. We're going to keep 550 to be competitive and we're going to see how it goes. American Standard Monroe is an expensive one. Lucerne is better, but like is no problem. Whatever can be covered. You just have to make sure you do a nice wall bracket for this one. You gotta pack the backside. This thing is heavy. It's gonna fall if you don't do that. Uh, when I do this American Standard, this ceramic faucet. This ceramic faucet looks like I think I know what that is. Let's see if I can copy paste it. Let's see if I can copy paste that information. I cannot. So I know how much to price. I'm gonna price 600 for this. Mop sink 650 clearly. Start. They always say that. I know which one to use. For hand sink only supplied by kitchen sink. This one is supplied by the owner, installed by the mechanical contractor. Honestly, this job and the other job that I priced looks a lot similar. Maybe it's the same engineer. So this is this engineer. Let me see the job that I just priced 5 minutes ago. Let's see, or not 5 minutes ago actually, just today. Let's see if it's the same consultant. They sound similar, but I don't know why he wasn't so picky here. I don't know why he's so precise over there in terms of copper and everything. So let me just look down. Oh, wow, what do you know? It's the same GC, same consultant. Just the way they write, you can always know. They just copy paste everything. For example, I'll show you. Well, it's that's even open. No, it's not open. Well, I figured it out because the way they wrote it, so I'm pretty sure it's a similar thing. So, anyways, I understood what the types of fixture they're looking for. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start adding my values to that. Okay. 600 for the with the seat. This one I'm gonna make 1200, and voila, 5000 for my fixtures. Everything good. My estimate was 19,000. This came to this much. How much did oh, it's because of the labor, right? See, this is wrong. This is right, it's wrong. But we click over here. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad, right? So we were pretty accurate, and we did the job. I said 19,600 something before. This is 20,000 something here. And what is the labor rate did I choose? Let me see. Which number? I'm gonna close it, save it, and see with what labor rate I got this with. So it's 80%, right? If I use 100%, I'm pretty sure it will give me the days that I mentioned. What did I say? Did I say 9 days? Say 8 days, right? If I calculate 136, 136, 137 divide by 3 people, divide by 8 is 55. It means 8 hours. And wait. 137 divided by 3 is, so divided by 3 is this many hours, divided by 8 is 5 days. So telling me in basically 6 days I should be finishing this. If I look at this, if I look at this, it is with 3 people. With 2 people, it's going to be different. So with 3 people, 1 day, 2 day for the underground, 3, 4 day for the upstairs, fifth day, so 6 days. 6 days plus, no, it's 8 days work. 8 days work for 2 people. It is 6 days work, but if you have three guys and well, like I said, you can't do much with three guys in smaller. For the inspector, you have to wait. So I think this amount is perfect. I will go with 19,000 because a little bit less, and I know that I will still be okay. So I will go ahead and give this price. So my price for this job would be 19,000. It'll be this one, and I'll give them $1,000 discount or 5% discount, and come to the area that I handle. Now, if this is not only that. Now, if you also need to think about concrete cutting. So let's make an estimate for that. We will make that tomorrow. Actually, it's 9:30, so we'll make it tomorrow.